And welcome back. Good to see you guys again. All 13 of you that viewed the first video. Again, I'm Zach Mayer, also known as Hendrix King, also known as Legacy Ship 446. And I'm back with some more Star Wars. So in the last episode, we created our character. Let me turn that down a little bit. We created our character, and we flurry him. And that was actually pretty much it. Not much that you missed. We're still trying to escape the Endar Spire at this point. But if you're playing along, hopefully I can explain things, especially for those of you who are playing along. Oh my goodness, for the first time. Hopefully I'm gonna describe this, what I'm doing pretty well. I guess that's for you to judge. But you have a couple options with this part. You have all these guys in this other room. You can either overload the power conduit, which you don't have enough spikes, or you can do something else, which I'll show you in a minute. I believe there are actually some computer spikes over here. Let's see, 5 computer spikes. So there you go. I thought you might have to destroy this console. That may be the second one that might be Knights of the Old Republic 2 that I'm thinking of, which might happen periodically because I played that one much more than this one. I don't believe that one's actually available on Mac, which is kind of odd that the first one would be available but not the second one. But I'm probably wrong about that too. So I guess I'll talk a little bit about why I decided to do a Let's Play. As I've said before, I've never done one before. Don't really know what I'm doing. I don't even know if I'll finish this or not. I mean, if it gets to a point where it's taken me like forever to do this and I'm getting like 10 views on each video, then we'll see how I feel at that point. You know what I mean? But if you like the videos, then like and comment so I can know that people are actually enjoying the videos and it's not just the 13 times that I viewed the video while editing. But seriously, if like, comment, subscribe, whatever you can do. If you like my videos, so I can make more of them. I can, make stuff happen. I can at least justify wanting to do more. So, and I haven't done one of these in a couple days. And I apologize, but I've been kind of under the weather. I don't know if you can tell. It's been raining like crazy in Houston, which is very, very rare. Use the escape pod. It's very rare because we never get rain, like, ever. And it's poured down rain like almost every day for like 2 weeks. It's been crazy. But in turn, all this pollen has been shifted up into the air, and it's killing me. It's just killing me. Here's the introduction of the Nightmares. You'll have a few of these throughout the game. You'll get to see a vision of what you're seeing. Ooh, what was that? Who were those mysterious people? Where am I? A little quiet now. Right, I'm Zach Mayer. By the way, how did we get here? Like how I'm using an accent for myself. Doesn't make a whole lot of sense. Oh, but yeah, I was gonna say why I decided to do a Let's Play. I've been really into the app Twitch, which I don't know if you guys are familiar with. you basically just watch guys play video games all day. It's pretty actually. It sounds really lame, um, but it's actually pretty cool. Um, I've been watching a few different ones, and it's you kind of get your favorite people that you like to watch, and you'll watch a few of their videos. Not everybody's going to play games that you like. It's so many different games that are on there too. It's ridiculous. But the first time I ever really had experience with this was a guy named Chugga Conroy. Was doing a Super Mario Sunshine playthrough my freshman year of college, and this sounds really like cheesy and corny, but excuse me. But like I was feeling really, really homesick and all this kind of stuff, and and wow, lost my train of thought there. But yeah, no, but but Chugga Conroy, I would watch his videos and it would kind of make me feel like when I was a kid, and I would just come home from school every day and play Super Mario Sunshine and all these kind of Nintendo games, which is usually what I think he sticks to. But yeah, it's kind of weird. I don't know how to explain it. But that's sort of what spawned my interest in this sort of medium. Usually I don't really do this kind of stuff. I stick with the sports related things. I've had sports blogs and all this kind of stuff, but I thought this was something that I wanted to do, and I'm not really doing this for people to watch. More doing it for myself, to be honest. But I mean, like I said before, if you do like it, and I'm at a point where I'm probably not going to do anymore, let me know. I mean, if you're enjoying it, then I'll keep going. You know what I mean? I mean, I'm not heartless. Don't say that one unless you want to be bad. I think I don't think I discussed this in the last one. I'm just such a great guy that it's even hard for me to be mean in a video game. And I usually try to just keep to the light side. I think the first time I ever played these games, I played both of them as dark side characters. And there's a certain point in the game where I won't give up what happens, but you can I decided that I was going to save it right before this part, and you can sort of choose the dark / the light side, and so I basically saved it and then did from that point forward, which is a little bit further in the game, I did a light side and a dark side, so I didn't have to play like all the way back through. But you can either do that, or you can just be like me and just stick to one side and all that good stuff. So, any idea where we should start looking for Bastila? How long were we out? I love the overly loud music as well during this part.
Good idea. We could use this abandoned apartment as a base. We could probably get some equipment and supplies here in the upper city. Just remember to keep a low profile. There's some grim stories about the Dark Jedi interrogation techniques. They say the Force can do terrible things to a mind. Wipe away your memories and destroy your very identity. But I figure if we don't do anything stupid, we should be okay. I mean, after all, we're looking for Bastila, not a couple of grunts like us. All right, soldier, let's move out.
All right, soldier, let's move out. Talks like that. I guess a soldier talks like that. Yeah, I'll take Karth, I guess. You hear any noise in the background? It's probably me on my bed. Because that's where I'm recording. I'm not one of those Let's Players with all this fancy equipment. Clearly, because you can hear the microphone is probably really faint. It was in the last video, at least. You could barely hear me. I'm just a guy on this computer. I literally just have my laptop on my bed. And that's what I'm doing. What? Seems like a jump to conclusions. But I'm gonna kill you anyways. I'm gonna kill you for that. I'm gonna kill you. I will cut you. Consider yourself cut. Poor Ixchil. You never should have talked back to that Sith. Thankfully, you were here to step in and help us, human. This is the first time the Sith have come in here to cause trouble for us. Oh, this isn't the first time. I was like, well, that's good. Again, obviously that's the dark side response. But we're going to go with light side. Once I change my mind, there's a chance I'll change my mind. But typically, I always do the light side, and I don't know why. I guess that's just the type of guy that I am. And this means you can level up. I think we discussed that in the last one. I would just keep going with treat injury for now until you become a Jedi. Spoiler alert. At which point you can pretty much do whatever you want, and it'll. I mean, all of it will help you in the long run. Yeah, and that. Accept. So all of these places you can actually break in to, and depending on each story, you might have to go search for different things, which you're gonna see. It even for me, I've played this game. I don't know if I've played this game all the way through. I think once or twice. This is a very, very long game. At least in my opinion, it's a long game. I've never played Skyrim, and I've heard that's like the longest game of all time. But for what I've played before, like Mario, this doesn't even compare. It's so long. I mean, there's just so much to do in this game. But you'll see me. I've played through this part several times. You'll see me searching through some of these places, not knowing what I'm doing, of course. So that will happen. So don't be alarmed when I have no idea what I'm doing. I think to combat this illness thing and not recording, to keep myself from being burnt out, I'm probably going to record several pieces of these videos, several of these videos at a time. So hopefully I won't go. It's probably been maybe not a week. It's been a little while. I probably won't go all that long without posting one. Now you'll see some crowds of people every now and then, and typically that signifies something that you need to go over to. And in this case, it's a guy getting bullied by the exchange, which is sort of like the Jabba the Hutt business. I think they're ruled by a Hutt. I think you find that out in the second one. I could be wrong about that, but actually no. I guess you're not. He's just part of it. But yeah, the exchange. They're like the mafia basically, and they try and go and get credits from people who owe them credits. They're kind of like the tax. The people that are collecting the taxes in like Robin Hood. Leave this man alone, or you'll have to deal with me. Okay, so you can obviously this you would think the aggressive response would be the dark side one, but actually I think if you defend this guy, because I think he's considered the correct party. Yeah, so you get light side points. That was easy. This bro's gonna die too. Okay, that's cool. It means I'm stunned, and you just sort of stand there. It's kind of like friggin' Pokemon. You just stand there. I mean, come on, just. Ugh, that was stupid. Get his 50 credits. Get his 50 credits. Um, and always remember whenever you kill somebody or destroy even a robot or a droid, excuse me, um, to like scroll over their bodies, like gross as that sounds, and see if they carried anything. And see if you can pick up any items from them. Because honestly, items like med packs, those are gonna come in so much. Like they're gonna come in handy so much later on in the game. Um, Trust me, I know from experience. Um, so yeah, so always make sure that you. Oh boy, should I give him 100 credits? Here's 100 credits. Take them. That's a really nice and generous thing for me to do. I'm such a nice guy. I am so nice. It's ridiculous. So at this point, I remember playing this for the first time, and I really was lost. So basically, if you're ever lost in this game, just remember to just try to explore as much as possible because um, chances are you'll probably walk into a the place in the game that you're supposed to get to. I mean, in any given world, that doesn't just go for this one; it goes for any of them. And at periodically, your party members, it doesn't do this in the second one. You have to like know when to talk to them, but they'll say, it'll say something seems to be bothering Garth. Maybe you should speak to him, and you can either speak to him or don't speak to him. Typically, speaking to him, it doesn't really take all that long. Just pry into their social life. That's basically what it's asking you to do, because all of them kind of have something to hide, if you will. Some or not something to hide necessarily, but something that they're not willing to divulge to the normal everyday person. So the more you pry, and the more you say that it's okay, I'm your friend, um, the more they're going to open up and the more trust they'll have for you. And in the second game, the more trust you have with them, you can actually convert people to being Jedis, which is actually really cool. That's one reason why I like the second one better, because if you like, if you just keep talking to all these people, depending on who it is, you can people in your party. You can, and then obviously it doesn't work for every member of your party, but you can convert them into. I'm gonna call it Jediism, but I know that's incorrect, so I'm just gonna say that anyways. Like I said, the gathering people gathered. This is not a mission, but this guy's like basically he's a racist essentially, and he's just on his soapbox. Vermin and scum, what are you talking about? Blah blah blah. I don't know which is worse. Your hate mongering or your ignorance. It's not good. My dogs are barking. So come over here, and this guy will talk to you. Alrighty. So he says that you need authorization papers in order to get down to the lower level. Another thing that you can do if you're ever lost is just start talking to random people. I would probably not talk to people that are walking. I would usually talk to people that are stationary. Like you see this crowd of people. Here's my third example. Apologies, that's my fantasy football. Looks like I'm winning, so how about that? This part's actually pretty funny. I'll turn it up.
City citizens. You better get out of the way if you know what's good for you.
A drink? Hey! For a slummy, you ain't so bad. Come on, boys. This slummy's pie in the next round.
No way, forget it. No more drinks. The landlord says it is.
Yeah. I guess you're right. Maybe next time, slummy. Come on, fellas, let's go.
I always love people acting like they're drunk. So that's pretty hilarious. Okay, so I'm actually going to end it here. But I may, to make up for lost time, I may post several videos tonight. This has been Knights of the Old Republic. This has been video 2. And I hope you enjoyed it. Stay tuned for the next one.